Of course, I mentioned the Oscars are this Sunday. Everyone's got Oscar fever. They're all wondering who's going to win. So I thought it might be fun to take a look at some of the nominees tonight with a very special Oscar edition of Conan on the Aisle. Man, that song is lame. All right. La, 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 la. We're killing time. Well, of course, our first nominee is $1 Million Baby. Now, this emotional tale of a no-name female boxer who makes a run at the title is up for 7 Oscars, including Best Picture. Critics loved this film, written and directed by Clint Eastwood. But Mr. Eastwood also placed himself in the male lead role. And I know a lot of people disagree with me on this, but I think he was a poor choice. I think that was a bad idea. In the past, Clint's raspy, tough guy vocal quality was extremely effective. But time has taken its toll, and overall, Clint Eastwood's voice, I think, made the movie kind of hard to watch. Take a look.
I'm 32, Mr. Dunn. And I'm here celebrating the fact that I spent another year scraping dishes and waitressing, which is what I've been doing since 13. And according to you, I'll be 37 before I can even throw a decent punch. Other truth is, my brother's in prison. My sister cheats on welfare by pretending one of her babies is still alive. My daddy's dead, and my mama weighs 312 pounds. If I was thinking straight, I'd go back home, find a used trailer, buy a deep fryer and some Oreos. The problem is, this is the only thing I ever felt good doing. If I'm too old for this, then I got nothing. That enough truth to suit you? Don't you say that. Don't you say that if it ain't true.
I love the guy, but that guy needs a lozenge and fat. Our next nominee is The Passion of the Christ. Mel Gibson's biblical epic was one of the biggest grossing movies of the year, and it's nominated for Best Cinematography, Best Makeup, and Best Original Score. Now, honestly, I gotta say, I was too distracted by Gibson's inappropriate attempts to add humor to the story to notice anything else. You know what I mean? Gibson just loves his little jokes and gags, and he's working them in, and I thought that hurt the story. Take a look at this scene where Jesus is visited by the devil.
Laithai. Anashtika. Lakai. La. Laithai. Lakai. Bidion.
Papa. Kulit kehu.
We didn't need that. That's not right. All right, our next nominee is Ray. Jamie Foxx is brilliant as singer Ray Charles. There is no question he deserves the Oscar for Best Actor, but I just don't think the rest of the film measures up. I'll tell you why. The real Ray Charles worked very hard to keep his blindness from affecting his daily life. But whenever the filmmakers tried to depict this, they totally screwed it up. Here's a typical example.
Ray, don't you think we're moving a little fast?
Listen, I'm gonna go to New York for a couple of weeks, and when I get back, you can take it as slow as you want.
All right, Mr. Charles.
All right, Miss Antoine. I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Well, hold on now. Let me call you a cab.
I got it. 3 blocks up, left for 2, right for 1, 15 giant steps.
We're going to get some mail on that. Our next nominee, good Lord, our next nominee is The Aviator. Now, Martin Scorsese's Howard Hughes epic leads the field with 11 nominations, including Best Picture. Leonardo DiCaprio is great as Howard Hughes, and I really love Cate Blanchett as Katharine Hepburn. But one of their scenes really bugged me. It's when Hughes is letting Hepburn fly his plane and they start to approach this mountain. Now, I understand how movies are made. The mountain footage is shot separately and then superimposed into the scene. But I just thought they did a really poor job with the special effect. Take a look.
So you gotta feel the vibration of the engine to your fingertips. Feel it? Well, she's all yours.
Where are you going?
I think there's some milk back here. Just keep us steady now.
All right. Howard,
Yeah?
there's a rather alarming mountain heading our way.
Pull back on the wheel a smidge. Go on. All right. Let's take over. Just when I'm getting the hang of it.
That's going to be a phone call. Mail from Ray, phone call for that one. I got nothing else to do. You know, another part of The Aviator that I had a problem with was the scene where Howard Hughes appears before the Motion Picture Censorship Committee. Now, during this scene, he's defending his movie, The Outlaw, which the committee claims shows too much of Jane Russell's cleavage. And he has to defend his movie. Well, I had a problem with the visual aids that Howard Hughes, as played by DiCaprio, uses to sway the committee. I think they made a mistake in this scene. Take a look.
Mr. Breen, it's good to see you again. I haven't seen you all since that situation with all the violence in Scarface. The situation here seems to revolve around Miss Russell's memories. Mr. Breen feels that they are too prominent, yes? More prominent than other memories have been up on the screen. Well, I hope to dispel that notion. Jean Harlow. Ann Sheridan. Irene Dunn. Claudette Colbert. Rita Hayworth. Betty Grable. And the lovely Bobby.
Big. We've had him here. He does have a rack, that guy. Our last nominee is Spider-Man 2. All right? Last summer's blockbuster is up for 3 Oscars. I liked the movie. I really did. It was a huge hit. People really enjoyed it. But as I've said before, I did have one big problem. In an effort to be hip, the producers spiced up the script by referencing a shocking celebrity scandal ripped right from the tabloids a couple of months ago, and it completely ruined the scene where Peter Parker and Mary Jane were sharing an intimate moment in a diner. Take a look.
Kiss me.
Kiss you.
I need to know something.
Look out! Here comes Billy Joel!
That's mail and a phone call. So it all comes together. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a little break. When we come back, John Travolta will be joining us. We'll see you.